YouTube. Hey, I'm just getting off from work. Hey, I know it's been a while since I dropped this video, but this is a great video for you guys to learn from. I've been very busy in the lab. But today, this is a color video. Color, gray coverage. My man birthday, my man Kel, shout out to Kel, is a good tutorial to help you understand this process to make your clients look their best. I done colored my beard, and it's natural. First of all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and support the channel. This is a perfect way for you to step into the realm of coloring men's grays, especially on this wave cut. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really put a lot of effort into this, and please like and subscribe my channel, support the channel for me, and we out. All right, guys. The first thing I'm looking for is to figure out his gray percentage. How much gray do he have? How much of his natural hair color and how much his hair has transformed to gray. So I'm gonna comb it out. I'm gonna survey the canvas. All right, and make sure that I get a good visual of how thick his hair is, and to give an idea of his gray percentage. And that's going to dictate the formula that I use for him. So right now I damp the hair because he has been wearing his do-rag, wave cap, wherever he uses at home. And also he has a little bit of product. I told him not to have too much. Anytime you're wanting to do gray coloring, you do not want to shampoo the client before. Okay, so right now I'm just slightly going over the loose hairs because we're going to keep it thick, because when you color hair, you want to keep it thick as possible, and that allows the gray color coverage to last longer and the new growth to be hitting for your client. And they get their money worth. Just make this color service last for this client, okay? And that's very important. All right. So right now, for me doing that, I'm gonna blow dry it. Make sure, see how it looks. Survey it again. I cut it damp because my ostrich cut real good on damp hair. That's why I like them. That's why I use my detachables a lot. Right now, I'm going with my Mythics. I decided to go with my Method because they get a great skin line. I really don't need to use a trimmer at times. So right now I'm just going to do a very low taper because of the gray cover situation we're doing on this client. I'm not going to do a high taper. I'm going to do a little low, lightly blend, and because when the regrowth come back from this haircut, you're going to have a little gray, but it's going to be looking natural, as if he have gray on the temple and gray on the nape area. Right now I grab my Fat Masters. Hey man, that's a secret, man. If I think everybody should have a pair of the Fat Master blades. You can put it on any Andes, or you can modify with this blade, but I really like this blade. It speeds up the process. I really don't have to use guards, especially on ethnic hair. I really like it. It allows me to debulk. I can go with the grain. It comes like a one with the grain, and also it's a kind of like a low one instead of a high one. It's a great tool, a great arsenal to have. You might not use it pretty often. It's going what clients do you have, but it's definitely a great investment tool. Great investment tool. So right now we're just finishing up the trim. Pretty much we're going to not take too much down. Now I got my bevels. I love these things. These things are the truth. They get sharp lines without irritation. I love the build quality of these. I actually use them on myself at home. These are my home preference trimmers, and these things get the job done. And then you talking about trimmers that last on a charge for 8 hours. You really can't beat that. You really can't beat that. I go without charging these for like 2 weeks sometimes. But I usually use the bevel strictly on ethnic ethnic people at times, pretty much only, especially if they don't like the razor. I pull these bad boys out to do that. So right now I'm just shaping them up, prepping them up for this color service to get it going. Pretty much I'm done. All right, he wants his sideburns and curvature to come to a point. That's his preference. It's not my preference, that's his preference. That's what he preferred. He requested that, and we're going to give the client what they requested. So yeah, we're going to keep this thing moving forward. We're going to keep on moving forward. All right, we're almost done. Take my time. I'm slightly touching the client with these. These are sharp now. These are sharp. You can slice your client with these. All right, just a little clipper over comb real quick. Smooth out that hairline. All right. Staying focused. It's pretty much looking good right now. And the only thing, I'm making sure that I don't need to do anything else before I apply this color. Because once we apply this color, we want to be able to do this color process smooth. One step, we'll be using a permanent color on this, so it will last for a good amount of time. All right. Now I will be using a N2, which means level 2 natural. N2, level 2 natural. I will be using matrix. This is the new formula with the cream. I like this formula. It's not watery. It sticks to the hair real good. All right. Right now, I just showed you the guy that this guy is pretty much 60-40, close to 50-50 gray. All right, but we're gonna I use oil sheen to coat that hairline and the forehead so it won't get stained. We're not really trying to stain the hair scalp or his hair. We're not, put it this way, we're not really trying to stain the scalp. All right, we're not trying to do enhancement on the scalp. We're literally focusing on covering the grays. We're really focused on coloring the grays. Always apply from the crown area because that's the most resistant, and to make sure that crown processes very well. So we're going to really saturate that crown, and then we're going to work our way towards the hairline where the hair becomes more fine, more medium fine than coarse, which it will process much quicker and faster than the crown. So that's why we start from the crown, guys. We start from the crown. Yeah, I forgot. Let me put I just forgot because I need to put this cape on. This chemical cape, because I do not want the color to stain my cutting cape. Because this color will not come out this cape, guys. So just be aware of what cape you are using. All right, okay? Just be aware. So you see, we're working from the crown towards the hairline. And this is guaranteed that you will have a great saturation, a great application applying. Your method will be good this way. And you just take your time. Slowly making sure that all the hair shafts are getting covered with this formula, this color mix formula. and the ratio is 1-to-1. So I used a ½ ounce of color and a ½ ounce of developer, cream developer. I prefer matrix because it has a good natural look. I actually use it on myself a lot, and I pretty much get great results and good feedback from this. I have used other color lines, and they are great. They are good also. But I like the tones that come off this. I really do. I really enjoy the undertone that this color gives. It gives a good warm, natural look, especially for my guy Kev right here. So yeah, so now we just applying, we just focusing, making sure that we apply this right the first time, so where we won't have no spottage or no hair that wasn't processed or covered, because we want this thing to be uniform and looking good. And you can see how I'm slightly coloring the hairline because it doesn't take much. The hairline really takes fast. So and this is why education is important. This is why you try to level up your understanding of color, different types of color, different formulas from temporary to permanent. It's a reason why you have to choose which ones that's best for your client and understand what best fits for them. This is why it doesn't hurt. It only can gain from understanding more than just hair cutting. This is how you get the best value from your license, from being a barber, from being a professional. Just understanding all types of services you can offer. The more you offer on a high level, the more valuable you become. All right. Right now, I like to take the Q-tips, all right, and to make sure that I get all the excess off the hairline and off his skin. I do not want it to stain at all. Right now we're going for a natural look. We just literally want to cover the grays for him to give a medium dark brown look. My man excited. He been going gray ever since he was 19 years old. So he been dealing with gray for over 20 years. Over 20 years he been dealing with gray. So right now we're gonna clean up the face. We're actually gonna use what we have left over and do his chin area. We're gonna take the grays away from his chin a little bit. We're gonna have it a little natural. We're gonna let it process a little bit, and then we're gonna apply it to the chin, because the chin hairs will, this goatee, it will actually process pretty quickly than the hair on the head. So that's why I waited about 10-15 minutes after I applied to his hair before I start to apply it to the goatee. So right now I decided to say it's about that time, because this process is at least about 40 minutes just to make sure it really processes to its full capacity. We wanted the process to make sure that it really does its job. And you know, coloring is a timing method. You have to understand timing with color, and that's where your techniques come down. That's why how it's important how you apply, how quickly you apply the color to the head, because you don't want one area darker than the other. So you want to apply it pretty quickly. Right now, just getting it all lined up. We ain't trying to stain it. We're not trying to stain the scalp. I mean, let me correct myself. We're not trying to stain his skin. We're not trying to stain the skin. We just want to color the grays. That's all we're doing today. Just want to color the grays. I'm just using what's left that I have left over. Even though it's processed a little bit, even though it done turned a little bit, even though it done weakened, I'd rather use the leftovers to apply to his goatee. It doesn't take that long for it to process or to catch the color on his goatee. All right, we finished applying the color. Looking good. I'm loving how the process is coming out. And we got my guy here does too. Yeah, we got 15 minutes. That's what I'm timing it. We got 15 more minutes. All right, and then we're going to have this thing out. Let's go. All right, we are finished. Man, this thing came out money. It really came out money. I really like how this turned out. A good natural black. Yeah. I really like how this turned out. And that's it. Simple. 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 It's all about understanding formula and techniques, and you will get this results. This is the money, guys. This is the money. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'm humbly appreciate from all the feedback. I really thank you for watching. I appreciate support. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Your boy, Roy the Barber, and I'm out.